Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Rick here dropping in on you. Hope everybody's having an unbelievable start to your week. It's going to be quite a week for me on a number of different levels, but I'm up for it. I hope that you are up for the week that's coming for you. I hope that you are demanding a lot from yourselves. It is Monday, so what does that mean? It means it's Money Monday. And for the last couple of weeks and over the next several weeks, we are going to be focusing on Money Monday and Wealth Building Wednesday on ways to speed up the process. So we're going to get into that. What we're going to talk about today is multiple streams of income, and we'll talk about how it's important to the process of expediting your financial goals, your financial dreams, the building of wealth and the role that it plays and why so many people fail at it and so much more. We're going to do it in a very short period of time. So it's going to be intense, but I want to iterate that inside of the description box is my 7-day online business launch course, which is one of the most cost-effective and effective ways to generate revenue sources, multiple streams of income, which is so important in hedging your primary source of income. It's also important in elevating the rate at which you can build and grow wealth by increasing the amount you have to invest. So again, inside the description box is the information on the 7-day online business launch course. And I've been saying this for years, that if you don't have at least 2 streams of income that you can use to hedge your primary source of income, you're putting your financial future at risk. Also, in the description box is a link to enroll in our Path to Generational Wealth course, which is an 18-month comprehensive course in A to Z on wealth building, from investment to money management to asset allocation and so much more. It's all there. And I encourage you to enroll in this. Also, before I forget, we do offer Afterpay so that you can use your credit card or your debit card to create installment plans through Afterpay if you so choose to do so. Okay, with that out the way, look. The ideal situation is to be introduced into the world of finance at an early age, to learn the basics of financial literacy, financial management, economics, and all the things that impact how you're able to move and operate in the level of life in the quality of life you're able to live. So that's going to be dictated in a capitalist society by the amount of wealth you possess. It's going to determine your freedom in the sense of what you're able to do, all the way down to what you choose to do for a living or what you choose to do as far as a passion. The more wealth you own, the more you control that. The more power you possess in wealth, the more you're able to empower those around you, starting with your family, your children, your siblings, your parents, and so much more. Then you can move out into the community and you'll find yourself empowering those within the community. So what happens is, in an ideal situation, you start early. You start as a child. You grow up in a home with parents who are financially astute, parents who have already practiced wealth building principles, and they simply pass those principles on down, and you start out early in life building your own sense of financial freedom. For most of us, that was not the case. Most of us are coming into this at different phases and areas in our lives. And that means that we're behind the 8 ball in the sense of comparison to those who have always had access. Now, what we have to do in that case is, the one thing that I always tell people when we're talking about financial freedom, financial independence, is you have to know your number. What is the number, the amount of money you need to live the life you want to live, say to age of 95? Say if you had an unbelievably wonderful life and you would live to 95, and there is a lifestyle that you want to live, what is that number that you would have to generate annually for you to have that? That means you need to come up with a number that you can create a plan that you can sit up and say, okay, for the next 30, 40, however, wherever age you're at now until this time, I need to have an investment plan, a wealth growth plan that will allow me to live this lifestyle. And for everybody, it's different. And to me, the way that I define wealth is the ability to live the lifestyle you choose to live without having to work, meaning that you figured out a way to make the money that you have worked for work for you. And that's wealth. It's not a number. Because wealth is simply saying everything I want to do, I can do. And the goal is to possess wealth at a level that provides you the life you desire to live and hopefully opens the doors for you to serve and empower other people. So, why is it important to expedite things? Because the vast majority of people aren't starting at in childhood or at 18 or at 21 or even at 25. A lot of people are getting into this in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and some even into their 60s. So then that means that in order for me to hit my number, I have to expedite the process. Someone starting at 20 can simply take the short route. If I want to retire at 40 and I start at 20, all I've got to do is take a certain percentage, say 20% of my gross income and invest it into an interest bearing account. And I should be real nice in 20 years. 20% of my income and into an interest bearing account like an passively managed index fund like the S&P. And 20 years from now at 40, I should be sitting pretty, and that account will consistently and continuously compound upon itself in interest, roughly at a rate of somewhere around 9 to 10%. The worst I've seen is 8.2, but somewhere on average about 9 to 10%. And so you can give a variance of 1% one way or another, but that's it. So that's the easy way. But what if I start at 35 and I want to retire at 40? What if I start at 55 and I'm going to retire at 65? Now I'm talking about taking 20 to 25 years worth of progressive wealth development and growth and trying to squeeze it into 10. So what do? You need to compress what you do. You also need to expand what you do. You're going to have to do a couple things. You have to be more aggressive in your investment approach, meaning that you're going to have to take a few more risks, but you're also going to have to come up with ways to invest more than you would if you were going at it at a 20-year plan versus a 10-year plan. So ultimately, you would need to figure out if it would take me to do this in 20 years, what would it take in 10? You do the math. Then you have to come up with a plan. One of the ways that you can do this, and we've been going over different ways as far as managing and being aware of your tax liabilities. You want to cut those. You want to take the difference and invest it. You want to be able to know what you're paying in investment fees and commissions. You want to cut those and invest the difference. We talked about that last week. Well, what about increasing your streams of income, passive streams of income? What are passive streams of income? Passive streams of income are streams of income that you create and then you don't have to work to sustain them. And then there are semi-passive. The things that I'm talking about for instance, in the 7-day online business launch course will be pretty much semi-passive, even though I have some online passive streams of income, meaning I don't do anything but, manage them occasionally to make sure everything's okay, check the analytics, but I'm not having to show up and do anything on them on a regular basis. Those are my passives. Others are things I put up and then um, I move sort of semi aggressively in it, meaning that I might dip into it 2 to 3 times per week, and I manage it, and it's everything in between and beyond. But the goal is to create these streams of income that are outside your primary source of income for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, you want multiple streams of income because they hedge your primary source. What does that mean? Um, Most people are operating from a primary source of income. If they lose that income, they're normally usually between somewhere between 30 to 60 days from being in peril, financial peril. But when you hedge your income, you lose your primary source of income, you can depend upon and tap into your uh, your passive source of income, your multiple streams will support you while you determine what your next move is. Sometimes you can look at the multiple streams you have and say, okay, I'm going to move this into the primary position. This is the thing I'm going to focus on now. This is the thing that has the most steam. This is the thing that has the most immediate potential. And so in that instance, this is what I'm going to tap into. And then that's what you do. Okay, so then um, you have also that part of it. The second part of it is when you have multiple streams of income, you also have more money now to invest. So if I need to speed up the process at which I am generating wealth, multiple streams of income that increase my wealth will also increase the amount of money I have available to invest. That is important as well. So then what do? You set up and you say, okay, how can I do this? Well, there are a number of different ways. You can invest in rental properties, you can invest in annuities, you can invest in businesses as a independent venture capitalist, or you can actually become a certified accredited venture capitalist. Um, and there are a lot of different ways depending on where you're at with your own capital and what you can do. For people who are starting basically from scratch, for people who are starting with, you know, a minimum amount of startup capital, online businesses is a great way to go because you can literally start an online business um, under a grant. And that's including if you took my course. If you want to say you do it on your own, you figure it out on your own, you can do it for less. Um, you need a domain name, you need a website, or at minimum, a landing page. You need a product and service. Now, the beautiful thing about this isn't so much about setting up your dream business. This isn't about doing the thing that you're going to hang your hat on. This is about setting up passive streams of income online that you can set up, create organic traffic, or set up an ad campaign that drives traffic to this offer that you create, whether it's your own business and services or someone else's business and services, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's affiliate marketing, whatever. All of these opportunities are out there, and it allows you to earn additional money. Now, the beautiful thing is there are ways to stack this. Say, for instance, I have sites that are things that I actually promote that are associated directly with businesses I own. So people come there and they have the opportunity to buy, purchase services or products that belong to me and my entities. But at the same time, I also have ads running from a number of different places, including Google ads, sponsorship ads, and affiliate ads. And these ads are for other people's products and services that when something as simple as Google ads, they don't have to buy anything. They just have to click the link and I get paid a certain percentage, pennies on the dollar, but I get paid for them clicking the ad and stuff like that. So it's all these different ways you can start a business, get paid for what you do, get paid for promoting someone else, and there are numerous affiliate programs out there. Amazon has a great affiliate program. Walmart has a great affiliate program. Um, Most businesses will have some form of an affiliate program that you can sign up for and get paid for promoting products and services. ClickBank has a great digital affiliate program. Max Bounty has a great cost per action program. So does CJ, which used to be Commission Junction. They do as well. And so you have all these different things that you can get up there and actually promote without even having a product. You can do video blogging, which is known as vlogging. You can do traditional blogging, which is writing content. And when you do that, you're going to create what's known as a primary target audience, and then you can know what to promote and sell to them on your blog based off of what their interests are, because you're targeting a specific group. And we go through all of that in the course and setting it up. But that's the thing. Multiple streams of income isn't something new. It's not a new concept. It's something that if you've been involved in money, if you heard anybody talk about it, they talked about it. And that's been that way for as long as I've been alive. Multiple streams of income. It's a hedging mechanism, but it's also a way to increase your revenue generation, your income, so that you have more money to invest in the things that will grow and expand your wealth. And so it's immensely important that we understand that we start doing things that will allow us to create multiple streams of income. Again, to me, creating entities or businesses or one-offs online is cost effective. It's something that can be repeated over and over and over and over again with no end. So there's always something that you can do to create a stream of revenue to help you in situations and circumstances that may be temporal, or to help in your long-term plans. But it's something that's doable. It's something that once you learn it, you wash and repeat, and you keep using it, and you keep growing and expanding your reach, because each of these entities you create, unless you decide to shut them down, they remain online. And as long as you are paying your hosting, as long as you are keeping your domain registered, you have something that you can do. So again, I encourage you, if you don't have multiple streams of income, you can take the 7-day online business launch course, which is the blueprint that I've used to actually set up and do this for the last almost 14 years online. It works. I've proven it works. And now I'm going to introduce it to you. You can join in and get it. Also, there's a link in there, the Path of Generational Wealth. Of course, you don't want to bypass that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go out into 2024 on a positive note. Let's not put it off. Let's not put it off any longer. Let's not wait on the right opportunity. Let's not wait on the right timing. You create that. You create the time and you create the opportunity. So let's get out there. Let's make it happen. On that note, look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I want to thank you once again for stopping in. And you guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E.